Good afternoon, students. Thank God for another opportunity we are meeting today. We are on chapter 7, Academic Communication 1, Agreement and Consistency in Sentences. That is our topic for today. By definition, or by way of definition, agreement in grammar designates concord. We are equally saying that agreement is synonymous to concord. In grammar, agreement designates harmony or cordial relationship among some parts of the sentence. There are three types of agreement or concord, namely subject-verb agreement or concord, pronoun antecedent agreement or concord, time reference concord. Subject-verb agreement. This requires that there should be harmony between the subject and the verb. One major problem our students always have is being able to identify the subject and even the verb. The verb, we have two numbers. It's singular number and a plural number. Subjects could occur singularly as well as they could occur in the plural form. Therefore, a plural subject should take on a plural verb. A singular subject should go with a singular verb. With a singular verb. For example, okay, sorry. I should wait. All right. We are saying that today we are dealing with with agreement as pertains to the sentence, and we did say that agreement, the same thing as the concord, has to do with the harmony or the codal relationship that exists between parts of the sentence, among the various parts of the sentence. We did say that we have three different types of agreements in English language. We talked about the subject-verb agreement. We talked about the the pronoun antecedent agreement or concord. We equally talked about time reference concord. And we are saying that as far as it pertains to subject-verb agreement, we are saying that this requires that there should be harmony between the subject and the verb. And we need to take into cognizance that it is not every sentence that the verb will be singular or plural. We are saying that subjects could be singular, subjects could be plural. And therefore, if the subject is singular, it must agree with the verb, which is equally the singular, or if it is plural. The only problem with us is that whenever we see this inflection S added to the verb, we're thinking that that is a plural. No. For example, we have she sleeps on the bed. Peter is here. She sleeps. This is a habit, a routine. Yes. And therefore, that verb sleeps is in agreement with she. She is a singular subject and not a plural subject. And therefore, the verb sleeps is a singular verb in form and not plural. And our major problem too is being able as students to identify subjects and even verbs in the sentence. That is not supposed to be a problem. We know too well that whenever there is a closure between the subject and the verb, it is easy for us to identify. But we are saying that we need to be very, very cognizant or to be very conscious to know, especially when the subject is a little far away from the verb. For example, when I say, even the waste matter from cows is useful. The subject is waste matter and not cows in this sentence. And that is why I am using is and not are. All right. So the next thing we are saying, in essence, is that the student should the student should be able to identify wherever the subject is or it occurs in the sentence. Another thing we have to take note is when you, that's singular, second person pronoun you is used in the sentence as a subject and it is near the verb takes the plural form. What I'm saying in essence is that when you as a subject is near the verb takes the plural form. For example, you are the student I'm looking for. Now look at the second sentence. Either you or Effiong is to go. You imagine when I talk of you are, because you is quite close to the verb, and you see are, that verb is in the plural form and not singular. And you know too well that equally that you in this sentence is used in the plural. I went ahead to look at it that when two subjects are joined together by a coordinating conjunction, the verb must be in the plural form. Atom and Okun are final year students. Atom and Okun, these are two persons, and the two are being brought together by coordinating conjunction to make the subject plural, and therefore it agrees with the verb are to make the sentence grammatical. Again, Julius and Joseph are good teachers. If I were to itemize them, I could say Julius is a good teacher, Joseph is a good teacher. In order that I should stop this replication, this monotony, I decided to bring the two, Julius and Okun, and now form a plural subject, and therefore that's why it's affirming or it's in agreement with the verb are. But I went on to say that when two subjects refer to the same person, the verb is singular. That means we are saying that we can have a condition where a subject could have an apposition. For example, if the chairman and managing director of MTN Calabar has arrived, we are simply saying that the chairman and managing director is the same person and not two. If they were to be two, the verb would have been but it is the same we are talking about. Again, I would like to look at this, that when the words every and each introduce nouns, in this case maybe subjects, the verb must be singular. E.g., every student and every lecturer is expected at the pavilion. Every lecturer or every student is, take note we have said, when the word every or each. Again, another example, each student is expected to turn in the assignment this afternoon. Let us continue. Common nouns, names of countries and business organizations, which are singular in meaning, but have morphological shapes suggestive of plurals, take singular verbs. This is where students can always find some problems, because I have said the Netherlands is a progressive country. Big ventures, because you have said ventures, you may be carried to say are. But what we are saying in essence here is that these organizations, even though they are suggestive of plurals in their nature, but the interpreters has a unique rhythm. We should not be carried away because we have seen interpreters. It is just a title of a work. That is why it is taking the singular verb has, the interpreter has a unique rhythm. I'm going to look at this issue of foreign plurals such as data, media, agenda, memoranda, fungi, and all that. Take note, we know too well that English language is a master borrower. Some of these are Latin words, are Greek words, and therefore they are expected for a good conclusion to be drawn. Fungi are destructive. Again, I said the words like none, any, all, more, most, take singular or plural verbs, depending on the context in which it is being used. None of the competitors is qualified. Take note, it says none. That means nobody. And so, therefore, if you see competitors, it shouldn't be